almost done na tayo sa chapter 20. Ako pala. I'm almost done. So, andito na ako sa Agile Story Risk Analysis. Masyadong mataas yung camera. Yan siya na, pangit yung camera ko. Lumang phone lang yun. Nahit na yung limit na Agile Story Analysis. This storming can be used for aspects of software development besides just architecture. For example, we learned we've leveraged risk storming for determining overall risk of user completion within a given agile iteration and consequently the overall risk assessment of that iteration. During story grooming, using the risk matrix, user story risk can be identified by first dimension, the overall impact if the story is not complete within the iteration, and the second dimension, likelihood that the story will not be completed. By utilizing the same structure risk matrix for stories, teams can identify stories of high risk, track those carefully and prioritize them. Risk storming examples. Stories rate the power of risk storming and how it can improve the overall architecture of a system. Consider the example of a call center system to support nurses advising patients on various health conditions. The requirements for such a system are as follows. The system will use third-party diagnostic engine that serves as question and guides the nurses or patients regarding their medical issues. Patients can either call using this call center to speak to a nurse or choose to use a self-service website that accesses the diagnostic engine directly by passing the nurses. Okay, ito yung mga user stories. The system must support 250 concurrent users nationwide and up to hundreds of thousands of concurrent self-service patients nationwide. Parang lagkit ng bibig ko. Nurses can access patients' records through a medical record exchange, but patients cannot access their own medical records. Nurses can access. Okay. It's the system must be HIPAA compliant with regard to medical records. This means that it is essential that no one but nurses have access to medical records. Outbreaks and high volume during cold and flu season need to be addressed in the system. Call routing. Call routing to nurses is based on the nurse profile such as bilingualness. The third-party diagnosis can be handled about 500 requests a second. Architect of the system created the high-level architecture illustrated in 20-9. In this architecture, there are three separate web-based user interfaces, one for self-service, one for nurses receiving calls, and one for administrative staff to add and maintain nursing profile configuration settings. The call center portion of the system consists of a call acceptor which receives calls and the call router which routes to the next available nurse based on their profile. Notice how the call router accesses the central database to get nurse profile information. And Central to this architecture is a diagnostic system API gateway which performs security checks and then directs the request to the appropriate backend service. The usual call center call center setup. This is the API gateway. Sila communicating via REST. There are 4 main services in this system: a case management service, a nurse profile management service, an interface to medical record exchange, and the external third-party diagnostics engine. All communications are using REST with the exception of proprietary tools to the external system and call center services. The architect has reviewed this architecture numerous times and believe it is ready for implementation. As a self-assessment study, the requirements and architecture diagram in 20-9 and try to determine the level of risk within architecture in terms of availability, elasticity, and security. After determine the risk of the level of risk, then determine what changes would be needed in the architecture to mitigate the risk. During the first storming exercise, the architect who's to focus on ability for a system is critical for the success of the system. After the risk storming, identification and collaboration activities, the participant came up with the following risk areas using risk matrix 20-10. Okay, so may risk siya. 6 is somewhat 6 to 9 is the highest, 2 is the parang safest, no? So, yung medium likelihood to go down, high risk is to high impact. High risk, high impact, number 3. Okay. So, diagnostics engine ability was identified as high risk 9 due to high impact. 3 and unknown likelihood 3. The medical records exchange availability was identified as low risk 2. Since it's not required a component for the system to run. Okay. Other parts of the system were not deemed as risk for availability due to multiple instances of each service and clustering of the API gateway. I see. Shh. Art reading print code. Have you read that print? Yeah, pero hindi ko siya tinapos. Kasi medyo na-bored ako sa clean coding. Meron akong book na dito. May physical book ako. Siguro baka next year. Parang ano ka lang siya. Gagawin ko lang siya. Pagka na-read ko na yung mga target books ko, siguro pinaka-last ko siya. Kasi natatakal din naman siya somehow dito sa software architecture. During the restorming effort, all participants agreed that while nurses can manually write down case notes if the database went down, the router could not function if the database were available. Kaya high risk siya, no? To mitigate the database risk, participants chose to break apart the single physical database into two separate databases, one cluster database containing the nurse profile permission and one single instance database for the case notes. Not only did this architecture change address the concerns about availability of the database. Naming conventions. Actually, yung naming conventions, okay, depende sa language. Siguro ang pinakamahirap diyang part is ah, kung kailan mo siya gagawan na, I mean, kung paano mo i-group yung functions mo sa class without introducing too much coupling. So, yun yung medyo mahirap dun. So, most likely, mangyayari dun is pagka medyo nagko-couple yung dalawang class mo, you need to introduce a facade para dun mo ilalagay yung coupling ng dalawang class na yun para hindi sila directly nag-uusap. Tapos yung mga dependency injection, dependency inversion, ganun. So medyo yun yung, I think yung solid, alam ko di-discuss din yung solid. Solid principle. Medyo nakalimutan ko yung book, pa lang ako dun eh. 8 pa lang ata, naka 3 chapters lang ata ako dun or 4. Yeah, pero ano siya na, sa naming pattern pala yung sinasabi ko kanina. Yun yung depende sa language. Yeah, yun yung actually maganda yan, yung plain coding na yan. Medyo na-bored lang talaga ako. Mas maganda yan, haluan mo siya ng ChatGPT. So, ang gagawin mo is, habang binabasa mo per each topic or chapter, humingi ka kay ChatGPT ng use cases, tapos i-code mo siya. Tapos ipa-check mo lagi kay ChatGPT yung result nung ginawa mo para mahasa ka dun sa topic na yun. Ngayon yung ginagawa ko dyan. Kasi pwede siyang exercises using ChatGPT. Papa-analyze mo kay ChatGPT yung structure mo. Alam ko meron ako yun dito eh. Saan na ba? Nawala. Binura ko yata. Binura ko yata. Ay, actually, sa ganda kong ibigay mo kay ChatGPT yung context, yung sentence, para, tas ipa-explain mo sa kanya. Tapos hingi ka ng mga example, kaysa mag-dictionary ka na, dictionary. ChatGPT mo siya ibigay. Para i-expand niya lalo yung concept. Lalo na pagka meron kang specific language na gustong i-target sa clean coding. Let's say, kasi sa book, ang target niya is, parang ang example lagi niya is in Java. So, what if hindi ka nagja-Java? Kasi iba yung style sa Java eh. What if Python pala yung ginagamit mo, or let's say, nagja-JavaScript ka, or so, pwede mo ipa-convert yung example. Humingi na example kay ChatGPT na in terms of JavaScript, Python, or PHP. Paano ini-implement itong, let's say, solid principle na to. Kasi sa akin, ginawa ko Rust. Kasi Rust yung yung target language ko ngayon eh. So, sa Rust ko siya ginagawa. Humingi ako ng use cases kay ChatGPT na in Rust. Tapos, papa-explain ko sa kanya yung solid principle in terms of Rust. Kasi iba yung style ni Rust eh, in terms of magko-code. Kasi meron lang si Rust na struct and traits. So, wala siya nung parang mga katulad sa Java na may abstract yata siya, tapos may interface, may mga ganun-ganun siya. So, yun, gawing binabasa ko. Medyo, grabe, hindi ko masyado kung I wonder kung mariretain ko sa utak ko to kasi kailangan ko to i-practice everyday. Kasi next year, dapat handa na ako next year kasi mas mahirap yung next year. Mas mahaba siya. 6 to 8 months na book siya. Yung estimated na para mahasa ko dun sa book na yun. 6 to 8 months yung estimated na para matapos ko yung isang book na yun. So, medyo mauumay ako ng todo. And mukhang kailangan ko daw maging prepared dun. harder to manage due to the lack of control of the system. One way to mitigate this sort of availability risk is to research if there is a published service level agreement SLA or the service level objective SLO for each this system. An SLA is usually a contractual agreement and is legally binding, where an SLO is usually not. Based on research, the architect found that the SLA for the diagnostic engine is guaranteed to be 99.9% available. That's 52.6 minutes of downtime per year. Okay. Kasi kinuha niya yung total time no 365 days. And the medical records exchange is guaranteed at 99.9% availability. That's 8.77 hours of downtime per year. Okay. Based on the relative risk, this information was enough to remove the identified risk. Corresponding changes to the architecture of this risk storming sessions are illustrated in 20-11. Notice that two databases are now used, and also the SLAs are published on the architecture diagram. So ginawa na niyan dalawang database siya. So para bumaba yung risk to bring pag nag-down yung database, it will bring down the entire application, or most of the critical functionalities will be unused. I will be not available. Elasticity. Aba, malapit na ako matapos. Matapos ko to, magkukuda na siguro ako. Hindi, pabasahin ko pa pala to sa ChatGPT. And then, wait na. Bago ako mag-sa elasticity. I think mabilis lang ata itong diagramming. Yeah, mabilis na pa rin diagramming. So I think I'll finish chapter 21 also tonight. The 24, okay? On the second restorming exercise, the architect chose to focus on elasticity spikes in the user load, otherwise known as variable scalability. Although there are only 250 nurses, which provides an automatic governor for most of the services. Nag-autopret ako. Kailangan ko na mag-exercise. The self-service portion of the system can access the diagnostic engine as well as nurses, significantly increasing the number of requests to the diagnostic interface. Participants were concerned about breaks and flu seasons. When anticipated load on the system would significantly increase. During the restorming session, the participants identified the diagnostic engine interface as high risk 9 with only 500 requests per second. The participants calculated that there was no way diagnostic engine interface could keep up with the anticipated throughput. Particularly with the current architecture using REST as the interface kasi may overhead yung REST. One way to mitigate this risk is to leverage asynchronous queues messaging between the API gateway and the diagnostic engine interface to provide a back pressure point. Calls to diagnostic engine get backed up. While this is good practice, it doesn't mitigate the risk because nurses as well as service patients would be waiting too long for response from diagnostic engine, and those requests would likely time out. And it is upcoming CS. Enjoy mo lang yung college year mo, and then properly use AI. So leverage nyo rin yung AI, pero not in the sense na siya yung mag-answer ng mga quizzes nyo, exams nyo. Utilize nyo siya to easily understand topics. Tapos para makapag-practice din kayo, hingi kayo ng mga, kasi let's say, hindi nyo maintindihan yung prof nyo. So, utilize nyo yung AI to explain or parang mag-explain sa inyo para mas mapadali yung lessons nyo. So, yun lang. So, ayan, practice ng practice kasi medyo, since sa IT industry ka, medyo matindi yung parang every year, tumataas yung competition or nagle-level up siya. So as much as possible while you're at school, i-leverage nyo yung time to parang be really good, I think. Iba kasi talaga yung competition ngayon. Even senior developers or senior levels are also having a hard time. Leverage what is known as the ambulance pattern would give nurses a high priority over subservice. Therefore, two matched channels would be needed. While this technique helps mitigate the risk, it doesn't address the wait times. The participant decided that in addition to the queue technique to provide back pressure, catching the particular diagnostic questions related to an outbreak would remove outbreak and flu calls from ever having to reach the diagnostic engine interface. Ano talaga, no? Event bus talaga yung kailangan pagka kailangan mo ng high throughput application. The corresponding architecture changes are illustrated figure 20-2. Notice that in addition to two queue channels, one of the nurses and one for self-service patterns, there are new service called Diagnostic Outbreak Cache Server that handles all requests related to a particular outbreak or flu-related questions. Which architecture in place, the limiting factor was removed calls to the diagnostic engine, allowing for 10,000 of recurrent requests without the risk of storming effort. This risk might not be highlighted until the outbreak or flu season happened. So dito, gumawa sila ng event queue dito. So may queuing sila dito para pumunta sa diagnostic engine. Tapos sa outbreak cache, may sarili siyang channel na via REST siya. Okay. Security encouraged by the results and success of the first two storming efforts. The architect decides to hold the final storming session on another important architecture characteristics that must be supported and insistent to ensure its success and security. Due to each IPAA, regulatory requirements, access to medical records via medical record exchange interface must be secure. Contented ka na po sa work nyo ngayon or do you plan different work? So far, actually hindi kasi ako masyadong parang I'm not a person who always get contented sa pagkapaulit-ulit yung work. So far okay pa naman yung work ko, pero most likely in the future baka tama din na ako. Parang ganun. So baka maghanap pa rin ako ng more challenging, I guess. Pero kasi sa panahon ngayon, wala pang masyado kasi makatapat doon sa parang benefits and also parang yung nakukuha ko sa current work ko ngayon na hindi ko siya makita dito sa Pilipinas. So I still need to, parang medyo kailangan ko to go international or abroad para lang matapatan or mas higher yung makuha ko based kung ang gagawin kong based na yung current work ko ngayon. So yun. So somehow di ako contented kasi I'm not a person that is get easily contented. Nakakita nyo, paiba-iba yung ginagawa ko. Tsaka sa work din, paiba-iba rin yung ginagawa rin namin. So somehow okay pa naman, pero pagka naging stagnant siya, baka doon. Baka hindi na ako masyadong maging contented. Parang mali yung answer ko. Ewan ko. So yeah, I still plan to gusto ko sana actually is mapunta dun sa mga parang intense yung ginagawa in a way na let's say yung mga katulad sa mga Nvidia, let's say sa Google, yung parang out of this world or hindi siya yung parang common na nakukuha natin mga roles sa mga work. Ang talagang gumagawa sila ng mga parang breathtaking technologies. Recommended niyo po ba yung pragmatic programmer? Ay, parang nakita ko yung book na yun. Parang hindi ko pa siya na parang nai-scan. So, I cannot say kung marirecommend ko siya. Ano po sa tingin niyo sa AI at ang effect nito sa mga programmers? Ang effect ng AI sa programmers, depende sa use mo kasi siya eh. Kasi pag you tend to rely a lot on the AI, let's say 90% AI ka, tagko-code, meron kang parang may effect yan sa'yo in terms of parang you don't learn, parang gano'n. You just parang high level surface lang yung alam mo. So meaning when it comes to parang understanding the code itself, hindi mo siya magagawa. Ang kaya mo lang i-understand is yung flow. Yung nakikita mo lang visually. So, yun lang yung makikita, yun lang yung possible na maging yun yung bad effect ng AI. Pero in terms of, let's say, you're going to manage the parang yung AI, let's say sa akin, depende sa minsan iba yung depende sa ratio. Let's say, pag critical features, I tend to do manual coding. So, parang 30 to 50 or 50-50%, 50 AI, 50 manual coding, at 30% AI, 70% coding myself. So, parang ganun. So, in that way, I still do coding. Pero let's say, gusto kong AI na lang gumawa nito kasi it's just a simple code. So, I let AI do the 90% and then I do the review, parang ganun. So, maganda rin siya in terms of sa programmer din. Kasi parang power coding yan. So, you have to, magiging mas efficient ka and much faster in what you're doing. So, yun. So, depende siya sa usage mo. So, parang ano lang din naman yung parang paggalag kang umaasa. parang hindi pag hindi ikaw yung nag-execute, you tend to be parang observer ka lang, and then kung ano lang yung nakikita mo, yun lang din ang alam mo. So hindi hindi malalim yung yung alam mo. So yun lang, I think yun lang naman yung bad side for me ng AI. For now. Kasi masyadong mabilis ang evolution ng AI ngayon. So, most likely marami pa siyang bad side for me. Siguro bad side nun is parang ini-picture out ay parang napapansin ko lang sa mga AI platform companies like Anthropic. Parang they want to really parang hug or parang buwayahin yung parang industry ng developers. Yun lang yun. Yun lang. Okay. Wait lang. Parang okay ba to? Curious whether the participant find any other elements during the I think wag mo siyang gawin as parang fear kasi may stress ka lang. Instead, try to learn AI. And then leverage mo yung market ngayon since trend somehow medyo maganda sa resume kasi yung parang if your employer knows that you are capable of using AI tools or even know AI in the deeper level, leverage that. Learn how AI works pa din so that you can parang resolve what you're fearing of. Usually kasi baka fear of the unknown lang yan. Parang fear of the unknown meaning kasi parang nakikita mo lang na parang ano ba to? Fear of the unknown sa dulo ng dila ko eh. I mean parang konti lang kasi most likely baka konti pa lang din yung alam mo ng AI tapos yung mga naririnig mo is ganito AI re-replace yung mga developer, parang ganon. Since pagka konti pa lang alam mo sa AI, that's why you tend to be parang natatakot. Pero once you learn how AI works or what does AI can do and how you can leverage it, probably mas magugustuhan mo siya. Makita mo, ako gumagamit ako ng AI to understand to understand tong ginagawa ko. And minsan nagba-vibe code ako para mas mabilis ako. Parang ganun. And then also, it also gives me more time to do other tasks. Let's say, pag-aaral, ganun. Kasi kung di ako gumagamit ng AI sa work ngayon, baka nagko-code pa rin ako ngayon. this holiday instead of me having putting more time to study. The rationale for this high rating was the high impact of unstable self-service patient accessing. Okay. The participants all agreed that having separate API gateways for each type of user, admin, self-service, and nurses, would prevent calls from either admin web architect agreed. So, hiniwalay na nila yung API gateway, no? Para at least confined yung mga endpoints. Hindi sila pa... Okay. The prior scenario illustrates the power risk of storming by collaborating with other architects, developers, and key stakeholders on dimension of risks that are vital to the success of the system. These areas are identified that would otherwise have gone unnoticed. Compare figure 20-9. Yeah. So dito kasi isa lang API gateway niya. So both nurses and patients have one API gateway. So that's actually kind of giving a high risk of in terms of security. So right now mas bumaba na siya kasi iba na yung API gateway nila. So they have different API gateway na. Interesting. The power scenario illustrates the power risking of storming by collaborating with other architects. Nabasa ko na pa ito. And notice the significant difference in architecture prior to storming. And then after storming, those significant changes address availability concerns, elasticity concerns, and security concerns within the architecture. Storming is not one-time process. Rather, it's a continuous process through the life of any system to catch and mitigate risk areas before they happen in production. How often the storming efforts happen depends on many factors, including frequency of change, architecture, refactoring efforts, and the incremental development of the architecture. It's typical to undergo a storming effort on particular dimensions after major feature is added at the very end of the iteration. Okay, finish. Chapter 21. Oh my god, malapit na ako matapos. 3 chapters na lang. Pero long, marami pa. Manipis na lang siya. Manipis na lang siya. Can't believe na natapos ka to. Usually, yung mga natatapos ko laging books dati, yung mga leadership books yung mga pampaganang loob na books. Pero tinigilan ko na yun. Sabi ko lang ito yung explanation ni ChatGPT. Chapter 20, final sections. This is where the chapter becomes practical and complete. I'll compress it into architect level signals, then map the patterns. Adjust to risk analysis. Core idea. Risk analysis is not limited to architect. It can be applied to deliver itself. How it works. What happens if the story is not complete? I think magko-code na lang pala ako after nito. So, mamaya na lang ulit. Siguro pag-gising ko to chapter 21 going to chapter 23. And then 22, 23 tomorrow. Probably 24. Ilan na lang ba? Banda ko masyado. Medyo nangangati kasi ako mag-code eh. Impact: what happens if story is not complete. Likelihood, chance it won't be completed. Outcome: identify high-risk stories, prioritize them, track them closely. Insights: this turns adjust from velocity-driven, risk-driven. Instead of what can we finish, what will hurt us if we don't. Practical translation: story, implement skills sandboxing in high-level security. Likelihood, medium complex, prioritize early. Full storming example: call center system. Now the book demonstrates end-to-end application. Initial architecture before storming, central database, API gateway clustered, external dependencies, diagnostics engine, third-party, medical records exchange. High concurrency requirements, HIPAA compliance. Immediate observations, architect thinking. Even before storming, central DB, SPO risk, external system, availability risk, high concurrency, elastic risk, shared gateway, security bottleneck. Storming round 1 availability, central database 6, impact high, likelihood. Mitigation decision, central DB, split nila into 2, database, nurse profile, and case notes DB. External systems, use SLA or SLO data. This can be reduced by information, not just by architecture changes. Agad ko naman yung binasa ko, so okay lang na. Business function. Ito yung medyo vague pa sa akin talaga to. Yung business function topics. So this one is more on automation, no? Tomorrow na lang to. So yan, natapos ko siya. Okay. Ayun na lang. Wait lang. Open ko lang yung set. Gusto ko lang tapusin yung number 2 sa checklist ko. Gaming? Gaming ba? Coding. Iba na yung ano ko eh. Palitan ko lang yung ano ko. Papalitan ako ng view ko. Ito. Ngayon. Shit, ano ba yan? Tanggalin ko na muna ito parang camera ko na ito. Tapos Actually, have. Naglagay ako ng text kanina dito. Pero nawala na. Hindi naman yan na-save mo. Wala ko gumawa ng layout. Anyways, okay na yun. So, nagawa ko na kanina. Natapos na rin mag-adjust siya kanina. Okay, so next naman is, since yung default versions, kailangan ko siyang ibangga. So, I need to get... the query na ginamit ko last time. Raw data, so this one creates okay, so here I guess we need to left join, no? Sure. No. Shadow siya madami. So this is the crates. Now, we need to see that all, and then default versions, no? Default versions. So create ID. That's DV na lang. On DV on here DV that create ID is equals to C that ID. So meaning kailangan ko is yung version ID. So, DV that version ID. So let's see. So lagay natin sa una siya para siya una mapiprint. Left join. Ito yung version ID. Now, ibabangga naman natin siya sa public that versions as v on v.id is equals to dv.version ID. Now, sa versions, ito natin kukunin yung features mukhang dito dapat yung created at updated at timestamp ko pala, no? Para alam ko kung kailan siya na-published. Okay. Here. Left join tapos updated at and created at. Ito medyo ko nalilito na ako dito. Kung anong kukunin ko dito na information. Okay, so let's see. Sa V, features. And then, okay na siya. Meron na siyang features. Yung version number dito. So, yung version niya dito is yung now. Okay. Right, so let's see, let's look up for Tokyo. So here, try natin dito. Yung aking ginawa. So ito siya. Tapos let's say Tokyo. So ito yung kanyang features. Hello, I cannot read your name, but hello. Somewhat, is it Arabic or Hebrew? Sorry, I cannot recognize your name. Okay, so this one. How do I store JSON here? In DuckDB. I was thinking of, so if this is the JSON, so meaning is there a crate that is related to Mio? Oh, shoot. There is MIO poll. I wonder how I can give context to the features. Feature flags. Yeah, I can see this one, but is this word dependency going to enter? Yeah. How do I resolve this? kay Gemini. Baka may idea siya. So it has a feature plot like this, and then dependencies bytes. Oh, I see. Ah. Pero medyo tricky itong part na to. Wait, so here I don't know. So, mangyayari pa dito is laging full yung gagawin ko para kasi magiging inefficient yung siguro I will resort to full muna, no? Para hindi siya maganda. Macros. What is cargo? Add that. It's IO metadata. Ano pala nito? So API based ata ito eh. Yeah, this one is API based, which is hindi pwede because there is a 1 second 1 request per second. I'm using Rust. Parang may command kaya na ganun. Cargo feature. Parang cargo describe feature. Cargo info. Yeah, isa ta library. Alam ko naman to. Ang kailangan ko lang malaman is parang nagki-query lang din naman sila sa sa mismo website, yung sa API din. But I need something that will give descriptions Try nga natin to. Sa Rascato ulit tayo. Yeah, ito yung features. But I don't have the features that will tell what is multi-thread, what is sync, what is task util time. Parang ganun. So, wala siyang proper description. No? Tricky pala nito. Itong part ng features na to. Parang walang direct. No? There's no direct way to know the context of that. Tokyo macros. This is going to be challenging. Kung enable ko enable ko. So let's say I need a sync file system. So I need to describe fs. I need to give context to the LLM that fs is needed. Holy shit. Then MIO, no? So most likely pala laging full yung ilalagay ko. There's going to be a word 1 kung paano ko gagawin. Okay, kailangan ko yata i-skip tong part na to. Yeah, baka i-skip ko to. Pero I think I will still need to add versions and features pa din. Pero I need to find a way how to define or add context to the features. Kasi pagka binigay ko lang siya as ganito, it doesn't make sense to the LLM eh. Let's say parking lot, process, multi-thread. Ang hirap naman. Kaya ba talaga magawa ng coding assistant? So, pagka hinanap ko yung documentation na features, wala siya dito. Wala rin siya dito. Okay, macros. Eto, pwede pa tong part na to. Wala din siya. Dash siya. Okay, dash macros. Marcos ang puti. Macros. Ito. Ba't hindi gumagana yung equals? Ito pala. Okay. Okay, medyo nagme-make sense na siya ngayon. Ito. Now, parang di enough yung description, no? Okay, let's see. Sinabi dito is let's say a feature plugin is FS. So, I go FS. So, kailangan ko i-define yung FS dito. This feature is not available, does not enable additional features. Okay. Default pa siya. Ayun, default dito. Let's say bytes. It's dependency bytes. So mahanap ka pa to. Okay, so medyo nagigets ko na ang gagawin ko dito. Walang ako dito na name in Tokyo. Dalawa yung makikita ko. Okay, so here parang malaman kong dependencies. So may default siya. And then may full. Now, always ba na lahat ng features na laging may full? Magka-random nga ako. Hindi lahat may full. So not all are using term full. ba yan? Magagawa ako ng iterator. Ano ka i-case grape siya kasi? Parang hindi yata gagana to. Yeah, I think hindi gagana yung scraping. Kailangan ko ng isa pang way. Parang kailangan ko mag-tap sa search engine, no? Hindi rin to eh. Ito nga tayo sa create sa tayo. Ah, 600. $60.80. Ganun din eh. Features, walang documentation. So I need, baka meron naman siyang keywords. Ano may tulong ng keywords kaya? Kaya wala to. Keywords metadata. Let's see. HTTP. Hindi pala pwede to. API tokens. This. So yun lang. Get front page data. Okay. Natin itong dependencies nito. Let's see. Let's say Tokyo. 1.51 and then Tokyo. Hindi dito. Dependencies na talaga siya. So let's see. Ito, Tokyo. Mukhang mahirap to. Mukhang search engine kailangan ko dito. Paano kaya ginagawa ni ano yun? Hindi rin naman nagbibigay ng ganong I think it doesn't give more information. Bakit pa niya laging binibigay ito? Ano laman nito? Basahin nga natin. creates downloads, creates owners. Meron na ako nito eh. Create author, create dependencies. Full create. Oh, meron na rin ako nito. Dependencies lang yung ali. Meron. Wait na. Parang may naisip ako dito. Meron akong dependencies dito. Kasi madami to eh. Dami. Parang di yata ito pwede. Itong dependencies. Ano nang ini-spit out ni Gemini? Parang mas bobo siya kaysa kay ChatGPT, ano? Pictures nga yung kailangan ko. Hindi ito. Okay, let's see. What is FS in Tokyo? Ito yung kailangan ko eh. Saan ba siya? Pero kasi hindi lahat may documentation nito eh. So let's say si Serde. I don't think meron siya dito. Wala siya eh. Kahit na may pictures plugs siya. Mukhang gagawa ko ng way para research engine API. $5. Okay. 50 queries per second. Pwede na. Kaso $5, no? Try ka nga ito. Mukhang medyo gagastos ako. Para ma-fulfill ko lang yung ano. Pero I think gagawin ko dito is since for 1,000 requests parang hindi ata check ko na lang dito. Ganun din. Same lang din lang sa lang search. Interesting to. Parang mahirap mag off ay mag rely dito. Gusto ko kailangan ko maging independent dun sa I was thinking of I don't think may scrape ko yung Google search. Kasi for sure mabablock ako may detect ako as bot. Wait, ano to? Custom search JSON API. $5. Spin independent. $8. Firecrawl. Oh. I-fetch ko sila. Parang pangit naman na. Pero pwede din. Ano na ba akong top rank rates dito? Yung 7.5 to 1,000. Pwede na. Magbe-brave na lang ako. Ano kaya i-test doon sa brave? Equals 5 in every month. Credits automatically applied to your account. Yeah, mukhang gagastos ako dito. Para lang ma-fulfill ko siya. Wait, so pag ganun, pag ganun ang gagawin ko, sa bagay, mas maganda palang i-cash ko na lang siya instead of me doing it all over again, no? Okay, I think I'm going to do for Brave. Si Google 1,000 lang $5 Google. Anong gusto ko yun sa Brave? Para at least masupport din yung browser na Brave. I see. No, wait lang. Every month, meron akong $5 credit. So meaning, meron akong 2,000 requests. I see. The total free wallet is means that your first 1,000 requests each month are covered by. Okay. Okay, pwede to. Alright, so update ko yung akin. Shit, 300 pesos din yun. Pero okay lang. Okay, Starbucks na ako tapos di ko kaya to. So, lagay natin dito. Okay na tayo dito sa version. Ay, hindi pa pala. Hindi pa pala tayo okay dito. Hindi pa pala natin ini-integrate siya. Okay, here. Where on earth is the... Asan yung... Ito pala. Okay, at dito lang muna natin itong part na to. So, this is our query. This is our query. Then... Lagay natin siya dito sa create record siya, no? v.now as version v.features. Try muna natin. Apply tayo. Okay, still tama pa rin siya. So mag-acquire ako ng search engine, tapos i-store ko yung mga features documentation. Tama ba? So, month 1, use 100 free credits. Define. Month 2, the credits resets the use. The next one. Okay. Wait lang. Monthly, you get $5 credit in free credits. Automatically apply to your account every month. The cost. The search plan, which includes cost per 1,000. So, let's say I paid. But I wasn't, and on top of that I have 1k free request every month, so I need to spend first free. What if I don't use it all? So meaning next month I still have the paid 1k request and will get another 1k free request. Okay. Yeah. So in short, if I don't use all the free 1k, requests per month. Can have it free forever. Edi gagamitin ko na tong Brave API pala na to. Kung ganon. Alright, so anyways, balik tayo dito. Tapos dito tayo sa inductively. How? Okay na ako. Papadefine ko na lang kay Brave yung mga widely used traits ko. Mukhang string pa din siya. Okay, pwede din. Value siya. Kung pwede. Hindi pwede ang value. Supported pala niya yung value. Okay. Di mabuti. So, I think tatanggalin ko na pala tong part na to. Since nilagay ko na yung DuckDB tsaka ano dito. I need to delete this. Shared runtime. Nasira na lahat. Ano ba yan? Oops, DuckDB siya. Ay, parehas lang pala kailangan. Yay, grades. Lapit na. Yun. Okay, so we can now test. Grades. Yeah, we can now test this one. Okay, kagana kaya? I think I need to get some samples, no? Public grades. Ah, yeah, I think. Kailangan ko nang i-establish yung yung config. Mismatch. Type text not compatible with TS vector. Oh no, mukhang na-miss ko tong part na to. Shit. Oh my god. Ano kaya? I think ano to eh. Sa mismong meron pala siya. Okay. Ano yun? Wala naman. Ito binigay ni Gemini. Huh? Really? Parang weird naman for... Nawirdahan ako dito. Ganun ba dito? Meron. Okay. Pero wala akong makikita. Wala eh. Okay, alam ko na. Mali yung binibigay sa akin ng Gemini. Scammer si Gemini. Mali yung binibigay. Binigay pa ako ng dependencies. Maka-high blood naman to si Gemini. Shoot, I forgot to change something here. This one should be string na. String na pala siya. Okay. So, okay. I32 into 4. This one is a string. Okay, sorry. Pala, Sember nga pala siya. Semantic version nga pala yung version nito. So, that's why it's a string. Come on, accept mo na. I think magkakaproblema ako sa JSON-B. Dahil dun sa features. JSON binary siya. Oh, okay. Okay siya. Alright, so here, categories, creates downloads. So we need to test the transformers. So, okay. Let's create another database. Creates. Okay, I can close this na pala. Okay, may ingestion na tayo. Meron na rin tayo data retrieval. Creates that downloads. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Gets ko na to. Itong transformer kasi is actually pointing to the dumps database, while the other one is, so I need to dumps db, and then alam ko na. Okay. Tama pala yung ano ko. Meron pala akong mali dito. So dapat dun pa rin pala sa dito pa rin siya sa Rust create stamp. Ang gagawin niya actually is magta-transform lang naman siya ng data, and then yeah, that's about it, no? Tapos gagawa siya ng ducktp. Ayan, gets ko na siya. Pero this one, it's not necessarily going to create a okay, dito pala tayo, itong repository. Ayusin yung config. Hirap ng ganito, walang centralized config. Tapos later on, i-enable ko na yung duckdb. Ito yung duckdb CLI ko pala. Okay. Tapos tapos mag-generate siya sa test fixtures ko na DuckDB. Ayan, okay na. Now, let's go to DuckDB. Wait lang. Dash UI. Ay, anong port nito? Ayun, nag-open siya. 2 weeks later. So, mag-attach tayo ng file. Wala siyang ano. Ayan. So, ito na yung repo natin. And I forgot to add features. Okay, sa transformer natin, I forgot to add features. Saan na ba yan? Version and features. Okay, ulit. So, kailangan ko patayin muna itong part na to. Okay na pala. At wala pa rin yung features. Hindi yata niya nagawa. Kailangan ko mag-generate ulit. Wait lang. Wow. Ba't di na-delete? Okay. Pero weird lang. Sa transformer ko, meron naman ako tama. TC records ko. Dapat may version na siya eh. Sa repo. Oh shoot. Kaya pala. Features. Oh no. I guess bar card na lang din, no? Kaya pala hindi sumasama. Bar card pala to. Ano kaya? Let me go. Kama. Okay, may insert kaya yung pictures. Okay, wala naman kasi. It's going to be an object pag ganun. Pagka JSON data siya. Pero tinanggap siya ng params, no? Mga itsura na ito. Ayun. Panic siya. Determine ko na to. JSON lang pala. Shit. Hindi kasi binabasa Tokyo eh. Tama pala. Andito pala siya. Ano pala siya, JSON? Oh no. Dahil ba ito sa pictures? Ito two-string ko na lang siya. So, kung pa walang option. Gets ko na. Piling ko ito naman. So, tanggalin mo natin yung pictures. Konti na lang. Kailangan naman. Tapos, next time naman is integration with the search API. Para dun sa pagdodocument ko ng mga pictures. Ito yung mahirap dito. Ba't ganun yung kanyang kailangan ko siguro ma-check ko ano yung ini-insert nga. Weird naman ng error na walang details. Tama naman to. What's wrong? Yung feature objects siya. Hindi ko gets yung error na to. Yan, tanggalin natin yung version. Okay siya eh. Okay. What the fudge happened? Pinangata may kama. What the fudge? Okay. So since tinangkit ko siya, iba na yung structure ng table. I have to take to consider that pala. So, okay na yung versions. So, I need to add. Here is. Oh shit, no. Magdalag ako. Piniprint niya and I forgot to remove this. Meanwhile, it's going to ingest. We need to add something here. Search engine. Integration. Integrate with Brave Search API. Then generate the details for the top grades. Features. Right, so let's see kung makuha natin na. Yun, may pictures na tayo and versions. So, let's try to check. Then this is the pictures. So, it's a JSON data. Alright. This is good. So, meaning, okay na tayo sa database natin for the repositories. So, na-unify na natin sila and also, meron na tayo rank score. Now, what we're going to do now is integrate naman tayo ng Search API sa Brave so that we can scrape yung features information. So, yun yung next natin. Anong job title? Ano lang ako? Consulting engineer lang. Search engine integration, Brave API, and then so $5 later kukuha ako ng subscription nito. Yung pa ba? So, once na magawa ko na to, pwede na ako mag-proceed sa parsers. Ito pa pala, configuration. So, ito yung magiging next task ko sa pagka nag-code ulit ako. After that, parser na ako. Sa parser na ako magta-type. Ay magpo-focus naman. And then, document cargo ko. No, meron pa pala ako dito. Oh my god. Mali yung aking formation. So, kailangan ko store commands in DocTV. Employed ako sa isang company. Bali isang company lang. Before, nag-freelance ako kaso medyo in-stop ko muna. Is going good. Sana maging okay to. Mukhang okay naman yung plan ko. Almost year ka kapalo. I think pagka nadidistract ka, I'm not sure kung ano. It's either you're trying to, you wanted to do so many things with so ano, tapos hindi mo siya minamanage yung time niya. Parang it's either, maraming variables yan eh. It's either excited ka, kaya nadidistract ka, and then parang tas gusto mo siya, parang marami kang gustong gawin tapos gusto mo silang tapusin sabay-sabay, or para marami, depende. Tanongin mo yung sarili mo kung bakit nadidistract ka. So kailangan ma-identify yung mga things na yung mga whys kung bakit ka nadidistract. Then possibly kung let's say games, it's either i-delete mo yung games na yun, or let's say it's either kapag ganun. Data engineering, most likely mag-start ka as entry level. Hindi ka pwede mag-jump to experience. Depende sa sa gusto mo, kung gusto mo back-end or nagde-develop or you wanted to handle data. Lahat dadaan sa entry level. Kapag wala kang experience, most likely entry level ang bagsak mo talaga lagi. Unless kung may previous skills ka na that can na pwedeng ma-carry over dun sa new role na gusto mo. Entry level yan. Lahat yan may mga entry level yan. Back end, entry level. Kasi yung entry level meaning you have less experience eh. So hindi ka pa yung parang yung knowledge mo hindi pa ganun ka vast or ganun kalawak. So you need to experience more pa. Kasi yung mga ganyan mga level knowledge plus experience yan eh. So it's not really, hindi siya pure knowledge. Depende sa work namin eh. Kasi may automation kami. Ngayon, we're using AI na din. So, we're trying to, nag-acquire na rin kami ng mga AI related skills. Let's say, yung ability to understand how LLM works. Tapos, using mga inferencing tools like BLLM, yung Olama. Tapos, kailangan makakapag-integrate ka using the open models. Halo-halo siya. May web development minsan, merong network automation, minsan may front-end. Pero yung front-end, binavibe code na lang namin most of the time. Kasi medyo time consuming siya. Pero yung back-end, medyo mas careful kami sa back-end. Then, mayroon din database minsan. So, halo-halo siya. Work in progress. Added features and versions. Now, next is search API integration. Anong stack ko? May Python, tapos the common stack sa front end, which is yung Vue.js. For sure dadagdag mo ng HTML, Java, CSS. Ato, Rust. Minsan nag-go lang. And then yung mga database, the common one, yung MySQL, Postgres, and then some NoSQL. Then some skills for infrastructure, ganun. And some skills for system operations, parang. So halo-halo siya actually. Minsan ina-acquire na lang namin yung skill during the project. Pamit pa siya. $5. Anong pinagkaiba nito? Search, summarize, answer, complete answers to any question. Answer grounded on a single search or multiple search for better accuracy and reduce hallucinations. Complete search results, URL, text, news, images, and more. Aha, maganda to ah. Parang ako biglang naisip dito. Pwede kaya to sa trading? Hindi pala pwede. Pero maganda to sa mga gusto kong app. Client facing and internal din. And then pagka you're placing client, kailangan alam mo yung sasabihin mo and you need to be careful din. Parang ganun. Not for big projects. Pero ano yan kasi, nakakasa yan through experience eh. So hindi yan, depende lang kung natural na people person ka. Meaning you are really parang, when you nakikipag-usap ka, you're always confident. Parang ganun. Pero most of the time, yan eh, nahasa yan sa experience. If you're always going